Hey guys, it is late, but first, Felicia Starks. It is Sunday night, and I posted a video just sharing with you that the registration has opened up for the second round version or volume 2 of my Clean Lean challenge. And I had a couple people that asked questions about whether or not the challenge would work for them, because either they had they're not as mobile as they are normally. There was even a question about whether there was certain foods that are prohibited. I had a couple questions, so I figured it would make sense for me to make this video and just be able to tell you what you can expect and what really makes the challenge different than anything that you've probably done before. So I never want to be like anyone else. There is not a lack of fitness challenges. There's not a lack of workout challenges. There's not a lack of 21-day fixes. There's a lot of different challenges that are available, and they all have great parts of them. Great, Doris. Actually, are you available to share what you experienced in the Clean Lean challenge the last time, Doris? If you are, send a request so that I can add you on here. That wasn't originally planned, but since you on here, Doris did the previous challenge, and okay, well, yeah, send me a request and I can add you if you are available. But while we're waiting on her to do that, going back to my me talking about the challenge. So because there's a lot of different challenges that are available, I don't want to do anything like anyone else. And there's one of the biggest things that are missing in a lot of challenges is the accountability, where most of the time we talk about, and I say we, whoever's doing the challenge, will say, yeah, we're going to give you accountability. But a lot of times along the way, and I've done challenges before, along the way, there will people that will be actually like slip through, and when they slip through, the accountability is gone. So I'll send, let me see, Doris, let me see. And when I say people slip through, meaning they end up, something happens during life, and then they went into the witness protection during the challenge. Like they signed up to get accountability, and they got all of this information, but they just fall off. So I have put a lot of things in place to make sure that if you really want accountability, that's what you will get in this challenge. So I'll tell you what it covers and then who wouldn't be a good fit for it. So there's 6 weeks of workouts. There's home workouts and there's gym workouts. And even though there's workouts in there, if you're not as mobile, there are ways around you still being able to get moving, okay? Unless you are in a wheelchair or like you're on doctor's rest, that would be the only reason that you wouldn't be able to do some of the exercises that are recommended. You get nutrition plans. There's a clean eating guide, a meal prep guide. There's even a restaurant cheat sheet. There's a smoothie guide and an ultimate breakfast guide, as well as there's like a lot of times when we go into a challenge, we get this big old manual that's like 30 pages long. And I've done challenges before, and I don't read the manual because I don't want to sit down and go through 30 pages. But most of the time, the good information that is a part of that is a part of the challenge is in the guide. But because we just want to get to the nitty gritty, we don't go through it. So I don't even have a guide. I don't have the guide that I have for the challenge is a 1 page. It's actually 2 pages, because since y'all don't read them anyway, why not make everything simplified? So again, we'll have live weekly Facebook group coaching. There may be some live workouts. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Hi, Marilyn. But then the accountability, you are actually getting the foundation that you need in order to make a sustainable, healthier lifestyle. Because 6 weeks, I could do a different format and I can give you all these workouts and I can give you this cookie cutter meal plan and say everybody eat 1,200 or everybody eat 1,500, and you'll start losing weight initially. Because everyone's weight is different, everyone is not going to have the same results. Some people may not have results at all. But what happens is you're focused for 6 weeks. And then after 6 weeks, because you become so used to someone telling you what to eat, then afterwards, you don't know what to eat. So you just go back to what you are comfortable with, and then you gain weight. I am tired of seeing people that will share results from a challenge, and you look at them 6 months later and it doesn't look like they did any kind of challenge, because they didn't know how to keep it going past the challenge. That's why I say, let's stop dieting. Like, stop. Aren't you tired of doing diets? Aren't you tired of having to, okay, I'm going to do this cleanse, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that so I can lose weight? Like, it's after you get to a certain age, your body does not respond as quickly as it did when you were younger. Hormones come into play. There's a lot of different things. And so sometimes we're eating so clean, we think we're eating clean, but we're not. Or we may not be giving ourselves enough of what we need. So the basics that you get are the things that you missed from the beginning, because you were trying to hurry up and get the fast results, because it was like, okay, we got 6 weeks and let's see how fast I can get this weight off. That's not what this is about. So if you're looking for, okay, I got to get down 10 pounds in 6 weeks, this is not the challenge for you. There is a great possibility, actually, unless you just don't do anything, that's the only way you won't have results. But there are people that were within the challenge. Some were not able to work out, very minimal, but lost up to 20 pounds. Another woman lost 15. More than anything, what they walked away with was a different mindset about how they do their food, their relationships with nutrition, really thinking about what they're eating. And so it's not about, let's do a 6, we're going to be working together for 42 days and you have my undivided attention. There's even the possibility that if you need your specific macros, I can figure those out for you. But this is not about a certain plan. So if you're a pescatarian, if you are vegan, if you are vegetarian, continue your lifestyle. More than anything, this is giving you a guide to whatever you're eating right now, as long as it's lined up and helping you get results. We just want to make sure that you are getting exactly what you need based on all the work that you're doing. So whether it's, are you really eating real food? Are you replacing it with food that has a lot of different stuff in it that you can't even name? So that's the kind of challenge this is. This is not a lose 15 pounds in 6 weeks. You will have a result. What your result looks like is going to be determined by how responsive you are, how coachable you are, how consistent you are, how dedicated you are. This doesn't have anything to do with me. This is about the results that you want. So we talk about goals. You have to set a goal. We a lot of times walk through life and we will go through different ventures, but not have any goals established. So like, what's the point of doing it? So even though the focus is not on losing X amount of weight, there is a goal to have a healthier lifestyle, because there's a lot of people that just want to feel better about eating. One young lady, and one day she'll be able to, hopefully I can get her on here to share her testimony, but she did not feel good after she ate food. And so to her, eating less was better because she didn't have to feel bad after she ate. And it's not like feeling bad emotionally, like her stomach did not agree with it. So sometimes the things that are healthy, that are on the clean list, are not necessarily good for our gut. But nobody's talking about that. And we're not necessarily exploring gut health. But what we are talking about is listening to your body and knowing if you need to make adjustments, make adjustments. But I just wanted to share a couple of things. I wanted Doris on here. I just wanted to share a couple of things of what you can expect from the challenge, and maybe before the registration ends, I'll make sure that I get at least one or two of the people that was in the challenge before, just to be able to give some feedback, because more than anything, the goal is for you to have. So Doris, you should have a notification that I sent you an invite. So if you click at the bottom, it may be something showing red at the bottom for you to accept the invite. If not, we can do it. We can set it up on another day. Not a big deal. But this is not your typical challenge, but you're going to get results. And even though it's 6 weeks, there is a lot covered. But if you, after 4 weeks, if you are participating, if you are doing what I recommend you do, and you decide this is not the challenge, like it's not what you thought it was going to be, I'll give you your money back. And we'll still be friends. Not like it's not going to be a big deal. More than anything, if you want results, if you're tired of dieting, if you're tired of starting over, and you want to really figure out how to do it, not necessarily the right way, but the way so that you can set a solid foundation, because you're focused on changing your lifestyle, and a lot of times we exclude our family, but our family sometimes needs our help too, because they're not eating the best food either. And some of our kids are even overweight, if we can just be real. Okay. And so and most of us, the moms, I'm talking to you, or even aunts, we lead how things go in the house. Now, if you're married, I'm not saying lead in that way. I'm saying a lot of times whatever you're doing, the house will follow suit. So when you start eating foods that you really like and you start having them try it, what's the chances that they're going to be like, oh no, I don't like this good food? It's going to be different. And it's more than anything, I just want you to know it's, if you're tired of doing the same old challenge where everything is focused on workouts, if you're wanting for me to tell you what to eat, I give you, I think, 8 weeks of food, like different meal ideas, like every day. Those are ideas. I give you a recipe book, but I'm not telling you what to eat. You've done that before. And it doesn't work long term. You weren't able to stick with it because if you don't know how to adjust later, then when you don't know how to do anything, you just stop. So I'm giving you a guide. There's no list of, okay, I can't have this or I can't have that. There is such thing as foods that are not as nutritious. And if you're eating foods that are more, if you're eating more processed foods, you're not making your body work. And so we'll talk about that. But the accountability is the big thing. If you know you are one that will start something and 3 weeks later you run out of air, I want to work with you because I guarantee you, if you're engaged, if I'm sending you messages every day, I'm going to be like I don't know what you call it, but you get messages from me every day. And it's a simple question. And either you're going to die. And here's the thing. If you stop responding to my messages, it's not like I'm harassing you. But if you ask for accountability, then that's what you're going to get. So if you don't respond for a couple days, I will be reaching out to you trying to find out what's going on. So I hope that you get a chance to go to FeliciaStarks.com/clean lean. The registration is open. I'm going to tell you something right now. I will, no, I'm going to hold that because I'll probably have a live on Tuesday, but the registration is going to end on the 12th, I believe. I believe it's the 12th. It's going to end on the 12th or either the 11th because, yeah, it starts on that Monday. So the registration will end on that Friday right before it starts on the 14th. But you can go there. You can go to the website, check it out. If you have any questions, post them here. I would rather you post them here than send in a direct inbox because your question may end up being someone else's. Now, of course, if you didn't see this, then if you send an inbox, then no harm, no foul. But if you are watching this video, thank you, replay viewers. If you are watching this video and you have questions after you go to the website, FeliciaStarks.com/clean lean, and you have questions about whether it'll be a good fit for you, post them in this video and I will answer your questions because I want to make sure that when you make the decision that you are confident with it and that you know it's going to be a good fit. So there was a question. The house is certainly following suit. Awesome. Denise, that's a great question. So the way the challenge is set up, you get meal plan, you get nutrition plans, you get 8 weeks of different meals. However, if you already follow your macros, there is an additional, you are able to get your custom macros for you. So that's an additional fee. But yes, I will calculate your macros for you if that's something that you follow. But otherwise, it's just going to be, you will have you based on what the information that I give you, it's going to be enough for you to get started. Like I said, if you already follow macros and you want to know specifically what yours are so that you can follow it that way. I had a lot of women that did that in the last challenge. Then that is a part I will calculate those for you. There is going to be an additional that will be additional, but it is available. So if you don't, and that's a great question. Thank you for asking, Denise. I'm limiting this to 30 women. I have already had people that are registered, so I have 25 slots that are still open right now. So I only have room for 25. I had some people that are in my fitness group that they were allowed to register before I opened up registration for you guys. And so I had some people that took me up on that offer because they got a discount because they're in my inner community. But thank you so much for joining. Please share this video because someone that you know that I don't know that I may not even be connected with may need some help. And here's the other thing, even though it's not necessarily about, okay, losing a certain amount of weight, we start on May 14th, which is the day after Mother's Day, and we end it the week right after the first day of summer. So it's a great way to get your summer, like for you to get mentally and physically geared up for the summer. I'm not promising you any results because I don't know what kind of work you're going to do. You may sign up for it and then decide not to do anything. And if you're that person, save your money. Don't do that. I don't want anyone in signing up for this challenge who is not ready to make a change. If you are ready to make a change, I will help you, but you have to be willing. That's all I need is for you to be willing and for you to pay your money. All right, I will talk with y'all later. Again, if you have any questions, post them below and I will talk with you guys later. Don't forget to make sure that you share this video and go check out FeliciaStarks.com/clean lean to find out about the challenge. If you have questions, post them here. Have an amazing week. Talk to y'all later.